And we are back as promised. More questions right out of the gate. So Kevin, this one is for you.
Okay.
We're still talking about trucking accidents.
Sounds good.
What are some common mistakes that people make after a trucking accident that a lawyer can help them avoid?
Well, I guess this would be maybe one instance where the trucking accident may not be all that different from an ordinary automobile accident. And I think that the biggest mistake is that people have this tragic thing that's happened to them. They don't really understand what the process looks like. They assume that they start getting phone calls and people that want to talk to them, and that those people are going to be there to help them. And that's not always necessarily true, particularly if the people doing the contacting are for the insurance company of the automobile that caused the wreck. And so I think the best thing to do probably is to contact a lawyer sooner as opposed to later. It doesn't cost you anything to call us. You don't get money out of your pocket to hire us or pay us as we work on the case. And so you get a little advice and you get a feel for the lay of the land and what to expect. And then if you want to hire a lawyer, go ahead and hire a lawyer. You got somebody working on your behalf at that point. So I'd say trying to go it alone is probably the biggest mistake that most people make, regardless of the type of accident they're involved in.
And they really don't have anything to lose by calling you.
No, zero.
Yeah, good advice. All right, Austin, this one is for you. Who can be held responsible in a trucking accident?
So it's kind of a layered question. I would say that the trucking company itself, they're going to be vicariously liable for the driver they put behind the wheel that caused the accident. Then there are other companies or entities that could also potentially be held liable. For example, say if there's a broker that organizes the deal between a shipper and a receiver, and that broker ends up exerting more control than they should. Let's say they play a role in negligent selection of a trucking company, a company that has terrible ratings, that have a lot of accidents, that don't hire safe drivers. Well, in cases like that, again, it's very important for you to contact a lawyer, because there's a lot of documents that you would need to get in order to make that claim. You would need to get, bill of lading, master transportation agreement, agreements between shippers, receivers, brokers, all that stuff, insurance policies, and then have a lawyer really dive into those documents and determine whether or not if you can go make a claim beyond just the trucking company and the driver, make a claim against other entities that may or may not have been involved in the accident and played a role in it.
So a lot of facets. Again, an attorney can help work
through all of that.
It
can be very complicated very quick.
Yes, absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much, as always, for joining us.
Sure.
We appreciate your advice. I know our viewers do as well. If you would like to review today's segment with Bryant Law on truck accidents, visit WPSD Local 6/Legal Line.
All right, thanks, Elizabeth. In News Where You Live, the holiday season is the time for giving. From Christmas toy drives to winter coat giveaways, local organizations are working to help support those in need. For some, it's challenging following the government shutdown. Through her business Finders Keepers, Danette Mahavir Turner has been working to collect coats. She says post-shutdown, they have seen a major difference in collection compared to the first drive.
So we're just reaching out to everyone. There's a lot of people that are in need, especially with the government shutdown and just other things that are happening with the economy. And so we're just trying to bridge those gaps for those who need a winter jacket.
If you want to help Finders Keepers, you can drop off new or used coats to their store at 2761 West Park Drive in Paducah. If you need a coat, you can get one there, no questions asked. West Kentucky Community and Technical College received a $3,000 grant from Swipe Out Hunger to go towards the campus cupboard. That's the food pantry to assist students who need help with accessing food. The Dean of Students says the fund will help ease student stress around the holidays.
I think as our pantry is more receptive to their needs and their wants and our inventory is more agile, I certainly think that we'll see an increase in usage and in students just having a better overall experience.
People can also donate on WKCTC's website to the Student Emergency Fund, which also goes to provide items to students who need them. And speaking of holiday giving, we are in the final sprint of this year's Spirit of Giving toy drive, and we need your help to get across the finish line. We're trying to collect 8,000 toys to make sure every kid in our region has a great Christmas. You're looking at just some of the toys we've collected in our drop-off event earlier this week at the TV station here in downtown Paducah. You can donate toys at participating Regions Bank locations through next Friday, December 12th. Find the location closest to you at WPSDLocal6.com.
Yeah, we're watching out for a little bit of light wintry weather this afternoon, especially in the Boot Heel and Tennessee. Maybe a little bit of that sneaking up across the border into Kentucky as well. Amounts are going to be on the lighter side, maybe a coating of snow through the evening in our Tennessee counties, but generally not expecting any major impacts there. Cold for the rest of the day, 34 the average high. Tomorrow we hope we'll get at least a little bit of partial clearing at 41. Saturday, 46, partly cloudy, not a bad start to the weekend. Will be good to see a little sunshine. Clouds come back on Sunday with a small chance of a rain or snow shower. And a cold start next week, 38 on Monday.
All right, thank you, Trent, and thank you for watching WPSD Local 6 News.
The price of 2025 furniture will never be lower. Announcing what